There you go.
Thanks, you guys.
President Obama says America believes in his vision, and he would have beaten Donald Trump.
If I had run again and articulated it, I think I could have mobilized a majority of the American people to rally behind it.
But if he's so good, why have Democrats lost more than 1,000 seats since he took office? We'll debate that. Fair and balanced.
And she's toxic but not dead. Why the internet thinks...
Democrats lost more than 1,000 seats in Congress and state governments all across the country during Barack Obama's presidency. But the commander-in-chief insists he could have won a third term.
I am confident in this vision because I'm confident that if I had run again and articulated it, I think I could have mobilized a majority of the American people to rally behind it.
He could have beaten Donald Trump. Well, the president-elect quick to fire back on Twitter saying, quote, President Obama said he thinks he would have won against me. He should say that, but I say no way. Jobs, leaving, ISIS, Obamacare, etc. Here to debate Republican strategist David Avella and Democratic strategist Steve Laser. Steve, let's start with you. I mean, how can President Obama continue to say, you know, my policies, he said many times going back to the midterms of 2014, are on the ballot. He said it again in 2016 and lost, and yet now he says, I could have beaten Donald Trump.
Well, he said it in 2012, he won. And look, he's at 56% approval. I think either of the last two Republican presidents would have loved to have had that approval level when they left office. I think, I would be happy to say that all these problems for Democrats in Congress and in state legislatures would go away when Obama left office. I'd be happy to say that not because I dislike him, but I would like to say that those problems are going to go away and we'd be able to do better in the midterms in 2018. That's just not the problem. Democrats have historically had problems in the midterm. I think that's a big reason for losing a lot of these seats. And also we have problems motivating our voters to vote for the state legislature races. I hear a lot of Democrats come up to me and say, I vote for president, I vote for Congress, maybe governor, but I leave the rest of the ballot empty and I undervote. So this is a problem that we're going to have to deal with going forward. It's been 20 or 30 years in the making. I wrote an article about it in 2006. So it's not the president's issue that we've lost all of these seats, definitely.
Well, but David, I suspect you might, as a Republican, wish, even though you want Donald Trump now to become president, another 4 years of Barack Obama, Republicans would pick up even more seats around the country.
Absolutely. The president has said it's going to be his #1 priority after his presidency is to work to elect folks to Congress and to state legislatures, which, given his track record, we welcome his involvement in where we now sit. Look, it's going to take a case of amnesia for Americans, given President Obama's policy results and his divisive governing style. It's going to take a severe case of national amnesia to elect someone like President Obama or someone who wants to continue down the path that President Obama has started. And Steve kind of hit on it. Look, the 2018 elections favor Republicans in the U.S. Senate. Right. And you look at 2022 when redistricting will have happened, the states that are going to pick up members of the U.S. House are all in states controlled by Republicans in the state legislature. So we potentially are going to see growing Republican majorities the next couple of years.
Interesting point. Let's look at the numbers, Steve. Democratic seats lost since President Obama took office, 1,030. That's all around the country. And David points out that will affect redistricting at the end of the decade because these are Republicans who are drawing up the lines for the new congressional districts in the House moving into the next decade. I still don't understand how you can say, look, this has been a success for Barack Obama when all around the country, Democrats have been losing seats.
This has been the case really for the last 20 or 30 years. There's no question we have a tremendous amount of challenges that we're facing turning this around. But I think the biggest thing in our favor is Donald Trump and the Republicans taking power. I think the Democrats never do so well as when the country has a chance to see what Republicans are actually like when they're in power. So that's what I think is going to really turn things around for us. I think actually seeing the results. And I'm looking forward to watching the Republicans try to do better than President Obama.
David, let me give you 15 seconds. What about, people think this is a diss from Barack Obama on Donald Trump. What about Hillary Clinton? He's basically saying, I would have been better than her.
Democrats are only now coming to grips with the devastation that Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama have caused to their party. I mean, now you even have the candidates running for DNC chairman all running against what has happened the last couple of years under Barack Obama, in that they have not focused on their farm team operation. They have no rival to go pack out there working to build a team of folks to run for future office.
All right, David, a lot of work ahead for the Democrats, no doubt. We appreciate Steve, David, both coming in.